Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Draft of Glory by myself, Bateson87. A pretty annoying one today because one, I've recorded this live with no audio. Today we have audio, which means that I'm recording it after editing the video and then I'm going to be recording all the way through the video. I'm talking about the Draft of Glory. So you guys are not going to see me make live picks and live reactions and probably stupidity as you're probably used to seeing on the Draft of Glory, but obviously you can see in the background we do have the transfer list, which is money made through marquee matchups, a lot of inflated prices, especially with Juventus players of Asamoah and Rugani as well. So if you guys do want MSP, PSN codes or cheat game codes, go and check out g2a.com, their link is down below. If we try and hit over 2,000 likes, guys, that'd be brilliant, and subscribe to me if you're not subscribed already. Now usually you can see, guys, we are doing a mess around with the formation. The reason I've gone with this formation, which is a 4-3-1-2, is because the other formations don't suit me. This one's a narrow one, and the instant picks we were given were not the best, not the nicest of picks as you guys would be used to. Usually I would go with Sergio Aguero. I can actually see myself why I'm annoying. So this is going to be an interesting video as well. And I was torn between Aguero and Nangolan, so I went with Nangolan in the off chance that I could maybe hit a Mertens or some other player. Now Immobile would have been a good pick, but the reason I didn't want to go with Immobile is because we've got so many better versions, and that card isn't the nicest to look in, and that Mbappe, you guys obviously do know how dangerous Mbappe is for me, and that's why I decided to go with him. The next striker, we weren't really gifted a decent option then either, so we went with the Timo Werner man of the match. He's a solid card. He's got a higher rated one at 88 as well, and then we had to start piecing it together. The only person who could actively, properly piece it together would have been Sabitzer. Actually, I don't know if Sabitzer would be. I think he might have, but we went with Gorkuf anyway for the strong link to Mbappe. Then we were gifted 2 Bayern picks with Rodriguez, 1 with Thiago, Herrera, Seri, and Team of the Year Modric. Now, rating-wise, like there was no point in throwing in like a non-German, so we got obviously Colombian with Rodriguez and Thiago, and with this pick I did go with Luka Modric being 96 rated. Damn, I do flick around a lot, don't I? No wonder you guys get annoyed. So we do go with Luka Modric, and in the CDM we are given a German Gundo, which would offer a Premier League link as well, or that Numbele, who would give a strong link to Gorkuf. So in the end, we do mess around for a little bit, but we do go with the 76 rated CDM, who must be an upgraded card anyway. And I think when I was explaining this, guys, it was me explaining, like, I don't mind using him, I want to see what he goes like, so we went with him to see. Would he be a starter? We'd have to wait and see what happens at the end of the draft as well. So moving on into the rest of the team, guys, we're going to see what happened in the right back position to see if we could get a French, but we didn't get a French right back. So what we did get is a Spanish right back instead. The rest of the picks weren't the best. And then see what happened left back, because we could move Mbappe and the other Lyon player around. We get Patrice Evra. Obviously, it would have been good to get his Marseille version, but that wasn't to be. So then we did swap around Werner and Mbappe, kept Gorkuf there, and swap around Modric and the other French guy. So we've got two centre-back positions left. We get a centre-back French pairing. Bayer would have given me a weak link, obviously, to Evra, but I did go with Perrin just for the strong link to the other Lyon guy, but he wouldn't be in the right position as of yet anyway, so I do go with Perrin. And the next pick moving through that one is going to be the one to watch, Laporte. Instant pick there for the Premier League link. Swapping them around didn't really make a difference, but we still had a goalkeeper. Now, priming up for a French goalkeeper, guys, we are given one instantly, which is Mandanda. Or Trapp would have been a good choice as well, but Mandanda gives me a French link to Laporte as well, and that's why we decided to go with Mandanda. I'm not a fan of Mandanda, never have been in FIFA, so hopefully he won't get tested. I was hoping for another release, didn't happen. We do get De Gea this time round, and obviously you guys know how good De Gea is, so we decided to go with him. Moving into the defence, looking for changes into our team. Want to watch Van Dijk, wouldn't really do much. Same with DeMarcos, but we do go with a Spanish link anyway, because Rojo didn't offer me anything different. Next pick is obviously a decent one as well, with Seri Miranda, who's got an inform this week. Meunier, which could have been good for the Belgium link, and also the Liga 1 as well, link with Perrin. So I decided to go with him. There were so many other good picks in this matter that I just decided to go with Meunier, and potentially might have moved him into the centre back position dependent. So we put him in instead of Malo, taking out, swapping Modric and Nangolan around, and then now we're hoping for mainly a Liga 1 centre mid or a Belgium striker. Next one, we get a French CDM. So he would replace Luka Modric for the time being. You guys see me messing around, but I do decide to go with Kondogbia. Very low rated, but he is a beast of a player. If you guys are using him in FIFA, you'll know how good Kondogbia is. He takes us to 94 chemistry, and then swapping them two around does take us to 97 chem. So not that far off, actually. We're building this. Next pick, we had a different choice to go around. Now, we've got Werner. Kramer replacing Nangolan would have worked as well. Obviously, wouldn't have been full chemistry, but does take us up 2 chemistry to 99. But I think I still preferred maybe using something else and not actually using Werner. Striker position changes it though. We do get a Belgium striker. It's only a Premier League one. It's only Lukaku, one of the beastliest strikers in the game. And I have no qualms of using him now. I used to really didn't like using him back in the day, but I've grown to like Lukaku now. Very strong, clinical finisher, and that's why I decided to take him. Now, obviously, we've got the pick of Neymar as well. We don't have a winger formation, so we've been pointless. Same with Willian. The other picks, we put in Lukaku in the striker, taking out Kramer. Again, for Nangolan, that takes us to 100 chemistry. A few players on 7, I think just actually Nangolan and Lukaku. And now we're looking for some big changes in the rest of the draft. We get Marco Reus, we get Neymar. Now, we've already got the attacker picks already, I think, going up until this point. Obviously, having Werner on the bench is a go-to striker. We've got Diarra as well, which would have been a good perfect link, but not a needed one anyway. So for that one, I did take the Neymar card to bring on at cam, if we didn't get a better cam. We then get Ter Stegen, one change the goalkeeper position being from La Liga and German, and we do get Eriksen. So we go with Eriksen on that pick, and we basically have the team built, guys. There's nothing much popping up in the draft now which would potentially change it for us. You can see we've got Carlos Vela, Biabiani, a few others as well, but nothing to do the business, you know. Casemiro and Mata. I thought about changing it around a little bit more, bringing in Mata because I don't mind him, but in the end, guys, I do decide just to go with Casemiro because he's a good player, and if I am needing some defensive work doing, Casemiro would obviously come on and do it, and I couldn't see how Mata would have worked. Obviously, it's a strong link, but we took Casemiro instead. Next pick, same again, guys. None of them would have really worked apart from Toni Kroos, so I do go with the German link and highest rated at that point. We've already got the danger men with Werner, Modric and Neymar, and these are just surplus. And the final pick, guys, is going to be the silver pick. So not a bad draft. Obviously, there would have been a little bit more umming and ahhing if I was to go and do this, if you would have watched it live. I should have just left my webcam actually with no audio. That would have been hilarious, wouldn't it? But yeah, I thought I'd do it this way around, guys. Just see you talk about it, and we do work it a little bit, trying to get it up to the 187 rated draft, which we're after, but unfortunately couldn't change it. And I was happy with the way the team looked. The only players which weren't on full chem, as you can see, guys, are Lukaku and Raja Nangol, and everyone else on full chemistry. So I was happy with the draft. Now, all we needed to get for a manager-wise was Serie A, a Premier League, or a Belgium. That would have knocked them both to one of the two players to 8 chemistry anyway, and the changes I was going to make in game, guys, was knocking Neymar out over Gorkuf and taking out Kondogbia or the other guy out for Luka Modric. So we do get a Belgian manager in Dury. He gives us the chemistry needed to Nangolan and Lukaku, and as you can see, both on 8 chemistry, which is what we were after. So I was happy with that draft. Hopefully you guys are as well. We're not going to stop there, though, guys. We are going to continue with the commentary of me looking back over it, and you're actually going to have a webcam all the way throughout this draft, and this time we're going to go into the games, react to the games, and see what does happen. Now, don't worry, guys, the rewards section of the video, the audio messed up as well. So we're all the way through. We're well on in, guys, and this is our first team. Very weird looking attack. I'm not sure on that right mid or even the striker, but midfield-wise, he's got Kante, Pogba, De Bruyne, one to watch Laporte, informed Czech, and also the foot birthday Azpilicueta at right back. Now you can see already having already having the connection issue. So I was happy to go 1-0 up in 7 minutes in this match, as if he had continued and the game had continued, it would have been absolutely horrendous. So with that, this guy did the rage quit, guys. So we do able to pick up a 1-0 win in the draft, and was hoping that this could continue all the way throughout the draft, but only time would tell. So we pick up a 1-0 victory in the first round, get the goal within 8 in-game minutes. Disconnection appears. That's us on into the quarterfinals. Quarterfinal opponent: Maradona, Messi, Isco, Casemiro, Goretzka, Boateng. Who was it? Who else is that? Alaba in form, he's the new one. In form, De Gea, Laporte, and Stindl up front. You know, some dangerous players in there. Now, from kickoff, we were absolutely bossing it with the pace. You can see Neymar's on as a sub. He bursts into the area, feels like he's got to turn around. He does with a drag back, whips into the back post where Modric comes on him, catches it nicely and smash it in on the half volley, making it 1-0 in the 13th minute. A really good finish. I was happy with Modric. He's one of the best players on the game. Like, he is. He's not... Like, when you don't... Actually, we've not had Ronaldo in... I might have to put Ronaldo in the draft. Just thinking we're not having Ronaldo in the draft for a while. Maybe last week. But we haven't so far in the first one. Mbappe makes it 2. Another cross into the area. And this time Mbappe puts his head towards it. We were moving away from driven passes. Just having a bit of fun in this game, and then my opponent gets the ball through to Isco, down inside, Maradona gets it over to Aubameyang back to Maradona, brilliant tackle, but the ball bounces, he gets it inside, some terrible clearing by me, allows him to rework an attack, and Aubameyang outside to Kante with low driven, bounces into the path of Maradona. Simple finish, guys. He makes it 2-1, brings a goal back, and we had to continue chasing. He felt very competent in the attack. Mbappe through to Lukaku, goes for a shot which is blocked nicely by this defender who just stood there. Modric down to Neymar to Lukaku. He stands still, shots it into the bottom corner of the post, and that puts us 2 goals clear in 51 minutes. Not a bad run of games. Lukaku doing the business already with Mbappe. 2 very, very polar opposite strikers, but I don't know, I just wanted to get more goals to maybe see him out of this game. You can see Evra with the ball, controlling nice, driven pass down to Neymar inside to Mbappe over to Raja, nice control, looking for the penalty, doesn't get it, squares it out to Kondogbia, who whips it in, and Lukaku with a back post header makes it 4-1, sending us 3 goals up in this match in the 56th minute. It was going to continue going good for us as well, guys, because the ball, controlled by Mbappe, gets pushed out, outside to Kondogbia out to Meunier gets a running defender, able to whip it in again, and a volley at the back post by Luka Modric makes it 5-1 in the 75th minute. There was no way this guy was going to come back, or that's what I thought anyway. Something did happen in this match which did change my thinking in this game. And you can see dancing with the ball with Luka Modric, looking for the penalty, and he was putting too much pressure on me, guys. He does give me a penalty, an easy one, and that was just me tapping the LB button, dancing around, looking to do a drag back, or even just move it around. Corchia gives away the penalty at 5-1, rolling on into the 80th minute. You can see constant pressure in his back, and gets him down. Lukaku steps up for the penalty, does a 2 taps to the left, looks like he's going down the middle, puts it just to the underneath of the keeper, in between the line and the legs, and we go 6-1 up. And then this is where this game changes. I wasn't impressed with it, but the game does change, guys. My opponent started having attacks after going 6-1 up, and it was nice play as well. Maradona out to Corchia, back to Maradona, low-driven shot past Mandanda, makes it 6-2 in the 83rd minute. Running around shushing like he had won the game himself. He was far from correct with that, and then me being overconfident, guys, allows him in again. Maradona lining it up, nice shot. Mandanda dives the total opposite way, and 6-3. Runs around shushing, but that is how the game does finish, guys. The second round game finishes 6-3. 9 goals, to be precise, in this game, and it was more in my favour. He had a lot of shot opportunities, but we were more clinical with ours. And then the semi-final opponent: Eden Hazard, Silva, De Bruyne. Ronaldinho up front. I didn't even realise that. Mane, Ali, Danilo, Azpilicueta, Company, Milner, and Yashin in net. Now, we've used Yashin before, was never a fan of him. Ball out to Neymar. Neymar getting the run on the defender, cuts on in, gets tackled, gets wiped out. He doesn't get tackled, guys, he gets fouled. My opponent gives away a penalty very early on in this match, within 10 minutes, and that was just sprinting away with Neymar. Yashin will be the only person to stop me from scoring this now. So I was hoping that he could do one. You can see him lining him up as well. We look like we're going to the left-hand side, do the little stutter, and still put it to where he was, guys. There we are. To the bottom right, Lukaku putting us 1-0 up in this match. And already as well, just them two linking up perfectly, whether it be from set pieces, whether it from open play, they were doing the business. My opponent, nice skill by De Bruyne, gets a shot off which bounces off my defender back to Ronaldinho. He gets it outside of the foot shot off. He makes it 1-1 in the 13th minute. Now, he was doing alright on the attack up until that point, but we had to try and shut him out. Ball whipped in, bouncing all over the place. Nice header by Mbappe over to Neymar. Neymar gets a volley into the bottom corner and back in the lead in the 15th minute. 2-1, and we just needed 1 or 2 more goals to give us a decent lead on this guy, because having the danger men like Hazard and Ronaldinho up front, they can definitely put the ball in the net when needed. Ball from Modric through to Neymar. Neymar with the low-driven finesse shot, and you can see Modric chilling out with him there on the line, and that's when the game does freeze, guys. We got the rage quit, we get the win, and that is us into the final of the FUT draft for the first one of the week. Obviously, we had a pretty bad end to last week, hoping to make up for that today, definitely. And you can see, guys, the disconnection comes through, and that's us with a ticket into the final. Final opponent, 5 at the back with Suarez, Lallana, informed Cruz, Team of the Year Ronaldo, informed Salah, one of the latest ones as well, 91 rated, the upgraded one to watch Walker, inform Vertonghen, Christiansen, Cahill, and Baines being the English side on the left, and obviously Butland in net. 88 rated team with 100 chemistry. It was looking like it was going to be a dangerous one, but connection issues already. 3rd minute of the game, guys, you can see how slow and heavy this game was. Mbappe through to Lukaku. Lukaku waiting for the runner. Luckily gets it through to Mbappe, who rounds the defender and puts it in bottom corner. Puts us 1-0 up in the 4th minute of the game. And this guy didn't want any more, because the game freezes and we get our draft final victory within 5 in-game minutes of the final. I don't know what it is with games like that, guys. Literally 2 game connections where they've been absolutely laggy as hell, but we've got an early goal and the opponents have disappeared. Allows us to move on into the end and see what packs we do get, guys. So like I said at the start of the video, unfortunately my audio did corrupt, or didn't record, sorry. So this is what we get for winning it, guys. You can see 1-0, 6-3, 3-1 and 1-0. And the packs we got as a reward: premium gold pack, rare gold pack and a rare gold pack as well. Not the worst, but definitely not the best. We're going to open the premium gold. Anything 83 plus from these packs would be nice. In the rare gold packs we can get draft tokens as well. We've done it in the past. Hopefully it would happen again. But our first pack, guys, a Russian league player. You guys know we're not interested in it. And we clear the rest of the pack. So we've got another Russian league player there. We do keep the manager and the rare contracts and obviously the fitness as well, and we do get another Russian league who we sold to the trade pile. Moved the trade pile, sorry, got rid of the rest. Next rare gold pack, finishing off the pack run and the start of the good packs. We don't even get a board player from that, guys, but we do get a rare, as it was guaranteed being a rare gold pack. And our one is Bernard, 79 rated Brazilian. Maybe could be worth something in a little bit, I doubt it. And a few squad fitnesses, contracts, all that good stuff. Even the English Premier League will hold on to. And 2 players we can send to a trade pile in Asaya and Martinez, making some coins from that. So the final gold pack is where all the hopes do lie. Are we going to get something good, guys? Looking for the flash. We don't get it. Missed out on, unfortunately, some decent informs which are in packs at the moment. And we end up getting Florentin Pogba, which is obviously Paul Pogba's brother. That was basically it, guys. The rest is pretty nasty, as you can see. So we'll hold on to that. All that stuff to the club. Get rid of Florentin to the trade pile. I want to check his name as well, because I wasn't sure if it was Florentin or Florentin. Obviously we're going to sell up the Manchester United kit because we've got no use for it. And the same with the Manchester City badge. So that is the draft done for today, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Apologies for yet again the lack of audio. Hopefully you've enjoyed the draft this way as well. We'll be back probably tomorrow, with the draft recording audio, and hopefully we can pick up some decent wins and get some decent packs and pack some of the nice team of the weeks which are in packs currently. Until next time, see you all later. Bye bye.